Good evening to all students.
Good evening, Doctor.
We will start with our lecture. I think you have 27 and 28 chapters.
Yes, hi.
Okay. Yes, summary with analysis. Yes, chapter summary. This chapter has many titles. Just this chapter is very important in your exam. First title, the next meeting between Catherine and Linton. And second title, Linton's great fear of his father. First, the next meeting between Catherine and Linton. Second, Linton's great fear of his father. Third title, Catherine and Nellie prevailed upon to go to the heights. Catherine and Nellie prevailed upon to go to the heights. Third title and fourth title, Heathcliff's violent behavior towards Catherine and Nellie. يعني in your exam if I limit to the one title from these titles, just you can attention for chapter 27. It's okay? Do you hear me?
Yes, okay.
Okay. إذا تقدرون بس أشروهن سجلوهن. أنا كاتبت لكم just one title اللي هو next meeting between Catherine and Linton. و second title هو Linton's great fear of his father. Or third title, Catherine and Nellie prevailed upon to go to the heights. A fourth title, Heathcliff's violent behavior towards Catherine and Nellie. نبدأ بالsummary. I have explained the summary with analysis, but I should to change another vocabulary for the same chapter 27. Now I will explain just reading and focus about another vocabulary, the same meaning but another word. Chapter 27. On the following Thursday, Catherine and Nellie went again to meet young Linton at the same spot. On his occasion, Linton received them with greater animation. Linton received them with great or greater animation. But it was not the animation resulting from high spirits or joy, but from fear. However, his mood was such that Catherine once again felt disappointed. Catherine once again felt disappointed with him, and so she asked him why he had asked her to meet him again if the only result of their meetings was to be the feeling of distress on both sides. In reply, Linton trampled. What's the meaning? Trampled. Linton trampled and looked at her. Trampled and looked at her. Trampled اللي هي TRAMBLED. Trampled. What does it mean, trampled? And in English, please. Yes. Just a minute. يعني انتوا شباب يا منتظر وربعة ليش متأخرين؟ يعني خوالي ما كل ساعة. هسه واحد يريد يشرح يفهمكم. هسه 5 و8 دقائق. هسه بدل 4:30 سويناها لكم بال5. وينكم؟ حسين سلمان, yes, go ahead.
Yes, doctor. Trampled mean
Trampled,
straight,
not crumpled.
heavy.
Trampled.
So crash or endure.
What's the meaning in Arabic? Trampled.
داست أو سحقت.
No, انتبهوا شباب للجملة اللي هي Linton trampled and looked at her. بعد أريد exact يوسف.
Yes.
Go
yes.
ahead.
Means she got fall suddenly. Or he, Linton.
Yes,
He
again.
got fall suddenly.
Yes, another meaning. Yes, very good. Another meaning, زهراء.
يعني يرتجف.
Very good, يرتجف. I know in Arabic. In English. شنو معنات اللي يرتجف in English؟ يعني هو نظر لها برعشة برجفة. نقول what's the meaning in English؟
مس يعني shake.
shudder.
shake أو shudder.
shudder أو shake. يلا very good.
Yes.
shudder أو shake. إذن
Yes.
يعني انتبهوا لي شباب, الكل تنتبه بالإكزام. يعني أنا صح أريد الإكسبلينيشن بس الفوكابيولاري حتى يكون عندكم كم هائل من الفوكابيولاري. تشوفون الفوكابيولاري اللي هي الانذر مينينج. أنا أحب هيجي بأن تبدلون بالانذر مينينج حتى أعرف بأن أنتوا تعرفون شنو معناها. أوكي. Yes. Trampled and looked at her, half supplicating, half supplicating and half ashamed. Half supplicating and half ashamed. What's the meaning supplicating? SUPPLICATING. supplicating اللي هي supplicating. Supplicating. What's the meaning supplicating? Supplicating and half ashamed. And half ashamed. Yes, Yusuf, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask or beg for something.
Very good. اللي هي متوسل. Very good. Beginning. Yeah, very good. Catherine told him that her father was very ill and that in normal circumstances what's the meaning, or what does it mean? Circumstances. Another student غير يوسف. another student. circumstances ماخذيها هواية بالنوفل. Yes, Rania, go ahead, Rania.
Yes, miss. Condition.
Very good. Yes, Zahra. Another meaning. Zahra Jabbar.
Yes, doctor. State of affairs.
Yeah. Another. Yes. Yusuf. Yes. Another meaning.
Yes, meaning circumstance like situation or manner.
Very good.
things.
Situation. It is nearest for this word. Thank you. Thank you so much. Situation. Yeah. Very good. Circumstances. Yeah. She should not have left his bedside. Linton said that he was a worthless. Linton said that he was a worthless, cowardly, rich, and that he was too mean for her anger. He also said that she could hate his father, Heathcliff, but that she should not treat him, Linton, with contempt. Was the meaning contempt اللي هي CONTEMPT. 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 What's the meaning? What does it mean, this word? حتى السبيلينج جاي أقول لكم إياها حتى تنتبهون. What's the meaning? Contempt. Yes, Zahra, go ahead.
Yes, miss. It means disrespect.
Disrespect. Yes,
Or,
very good.
or
Another
pride.
meaning? Or pride. Yes, very good. Exact meaning? Yes, Yusuf, go ahead.
Yes. Feels of irritation or pejorative.
Irritation of paternalism. Yes, very
Irritation
good.
or pejorative, yes.
In Arabic, what's the meaning in Arabic? حتى يفهموها
Opposite,
الشباب.
مستاء أو ازدراء.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good. ازدراء أو مستاء. Yeah, very good. Catherine now lost her temper and called him a foolish. تعرفون شنو الفولش؟ A silly boy. She pointed out that his conduct was disgraceful. What's the meaning disgraceful? What does it mean disgraceful? Disgraceful. Yes, Yusuf, go ahead. Disgraceful. Yes.
العفو دكتورة بس شو اسمه raise your hand بالخطأ جاي يفتح مسألة عندي جاي عندي مشكلة بالناس.
Okay. Disgraceful اللي هي DISGRACEFUL. Disgraceful. Yes, Zahra, go ahead.
Yes, miss. It means shameful. يعني مخزي.
Shameful. Else gross. فاضح. Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
And that he should not Aggravate. What's the meaning aggravate? A double G A V A T E. A double G R A V A T E. Aggravate. What's the meaning aggravate? Yes, بس اثنين طبعا، يوسف وزهرة. Yes, حسين. Yes, حسين, go
Yes,
ahead.
doctor. Outrage.
Outrage. What does it mean, outrage in Arabic?
Like fury.
Like fury. Yes, very good. Yes, very good, Hussein. Okay. Another meaning, Zahra.
Yes, Miss. It means exacerbation. بمعنى yes, تفاقم.
تفاقم أو الغضب. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Very good. Yes, Zahra Jabbar, go ahead.
Doctor, it means puran also.
Sorry.
Puran.
Cure. Yes, cure. Yeah. Yusuf.
Yes, exaggeration of furious.
Exaggeration of, yeah, very good. مبالغ أو anger. Yeah, very good, very good. Ali Abdul Raza, go ahead.
Yes, annoyed. So
Annoyed. Also okay. هاي كلها also okay, the same meaning but another word. Yeah. Aggravate the situation by his objectness. By his objectness. هذا السمري for 27. Who can explain the analysis or summary you can understand for this chapter, for the event of Catherine and Linton, and how to Linton reaction to Catherine's anger was one of extreme terror. He began to sob, saying that he dared not to tell her the real facts. Who can tell me the explanation or critical analysis for this chapter aspect? Catherine and Nellie, for example, prevailed to go to the heights, and Heathcliff arrived. And why Heathcliff arrived at that spot? And he said that he had near that Edgar or Ellen was on the deathbed. Who can tell me about these events? Many events of this or huge events for this chapter exact. Yeah. نقول هسه ناخذ إخلاص نعيم. Yes, go ahead. إخلاص.
Yes, this is an eventful chapter with a number of dramatic situations. There are some striking and crucial developments in this chapter.
Yes.
After 2 or 3 rather tame and tedious chapters, we at last come to one which has a gripping interest. It is evident now that Linton's letters were dictated to him by Heathcliff, and that Linton had been meeting Catherine under Heathcliff's instructions.
Yes.
Heathcliff did all these things with a fiendish plan in his mind. In pursuance of that plan, he induces Catherine and Nellie
What's
to
the
go
meaning
with him.
fiendish? What's the meaning fiendish? خلاص. fiendish plan. أريد نقول إحنا fiendish plan. What's the meaning?
خطة شيطانية.
In English please. خلاص in English. Devilish plan. Very good.
Yes.
Devilish plan. Yes.
And his is in pursuance of that plan. He induces Catherine and Nellie to go with him to the high on the pretext that Linton, in his nervous state of mind, needs the company of Catherine, with whom he is in love. As consequences, Catherine and Nellie find themselves prisoners at Wuthering Heights.
At Wuthering Heights, yes. Very good.
complete?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heathcliff's object being forcibly to marry Catherine to his son. Linton, when messengers from the Grange come to make an inquiry.
Very good. Yes.
Yes. There are sent back with a reply that the two women had never visited the house on that day.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. هاي أحداث لازم غير طالب يقولها. Thank you very much إخلاص. Thanks a lot. نور محمد, go ahead.
Yes, Miss. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Edgar is health continues to deteriorate. So it is gradually that Kathy Ryder to meet Linton. During that visit, Heathcliff arrives and demanded to know if Edgar is truly dying. Heathcliff worries that in order for his plan to work, Cathy must marry Linton so he can get the Grange when his sick son dies. So now he is enraged against Linton death, and Edgar is negotiates to allow the marriage. Cathy tried to fight for the key, but Heathcliff stabs her upside the head. He voiced to be her father-in-law by morning. Linton refers to help Cathy and Nellie escape, as he is more interested in saving his own skin than in letting Cathy be with her father on his deathbed.
Deathbed. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Noor. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Marwa Ali. Go ahead, Marwa.
Yes, Doctor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Analyzes the chapter provided further events of Linton's bad characters. The things closely of himself dissipated. Cathy's pen on the drawer. Cathy is piety and kindness are the causes of her misfortunes. Here in the princes of Heathcliff intelligent hearted. Her God quietly only leave her vulnerable to his plans.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. يلا بعد منو هنا نقول كرار يلا كرار محمد, go ahead.
Yes, Doctor. In this chapter, Heathcliff returned to center stage.
Yeah.
He has complete control over Linton and uses violence against Cathy and Nellie. Heathcliff presents Cathy and Nellie. She will not released until after her marriage.
Okay.
Was forced to take action out of concern that Linton would not live longer. Cathy was upset about Linton and his poor behavior at the same time.
Yes, thank you, Karar. Yes, Yusuf, go ahead. You have a question?
Yes. The question: why was Cathy upset about Linton's admission and what it involved? Exactly, an admission.
Yeah. Why? Aida,
Why Kathy was upset from Linton admission and what it involved?
What it's involved, yeah. Who can answer? Yusuf. Who can answer Yusuf? Yes. منو? Yes, Zahra. Yes, Zahra Jabbar.
Yes, Victor. I don't understand the question, but I can explain.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. At Wuthering Heights, he looks Newly and Kathy inside the house, and they say that they won't be allowed to leave until Kathy and Linton marry. He looked Kathy in a bedroom that night. Then on the next day, he lets Kathy out of the bedroom, out of the Wuthering Heights, and keep Millie looked in the room under the guide of Harrington. Also, we can say Heathcliff plan. He want Kathy and Linton to marry before Algar died.
Yeah, Kathy and Heathcliff. Sense, yes, complete.
When Heathcliff returned Kathy him to go home, Kathy agreed to marry Linton.
Very good. Yes, very good. Another very good, Zahra. Another answer this question. Right, Go ahead.
Blaine, chapter 27.
No. We want just her answer for this question. Just Yusuf told us. Yes, another. Yes, Noor Muhammad. Noor. Noor. Okay, Ritaj.
Kathy looking inside reveals.
Yeah.
With the key looked inside. Linton received her Heathcliff plan, and there is a scene of inevitable death. This kind being the first time Heathcliff has done something completed outside outside that bound of the law. Is an act of desperation on his behalf.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yes. هنا عندنا we have a critical comments for this chapter. انتبهوا للcritical comments. Dramatic developments in this chapter. What's the meaning? The dramatic development in this chapter. يعني هنا المؤامرة شلون تطورت المؤامرة in this chapter. Okay. This is an eventful chapter with a number of dramatic situations. There are some striking and crucial developments in this chapter. What does it mean striking? Striking يعني اتطورت بشكل ملفت للنظر. إذا read in English are some striking and crucial development. يعني نقول مثل surprising, wonderful, and crucial اللي هي in English. شنو الcrucial in English؟ فشي hard developments. إذن اتطورت بطريقة striking and crucial development. Okay. In this chapter, after 2 or 3 rather untendous chapters, we at last come to one which has a gripping. الgripping هو sad interest. It is evident now that Linton's letter were dictated. What's the meaning, or what does it mean? Dictated. D-I-C-T-A-T-E-D. D-I-C-T-A-T-E-D. Dictated. Dictated. Yes. Yes, Yusuf, go ahead.
Yes. Yes. Obligation or command?
Very good. Application of command or enjoy. Yeah, very good. Yes, Hussein, go ahead. Another meaning.
Order.
Order. Yes, enjoy. Yeah, very good. To him, by Heathcliff and that Linton had been meeting Catherine under Heathcliff's instructions. Heathcliff did all these things with a fiendish plan in this mind اللي هي devilish كلها خطط شيطانية his mind بعقله and pursuance. What's the meaning pursuance? P-U-R-S-U-A-N-C-E P-U-R-S-U-A-N-C-E Pursuance. Pursuance. What's the meaning, or what does it mean, this word? اللي هي what does it mean, this word? زهرة علي, يلا. Go ahead.
Execution.
Yeah, very good. Execution. Another. يعني شنو إيش سووا هاي الخطط بالمايند؟ تابعوها. شلون تابعوها؟ What's the meaning? Pursuance. Pursuance هي follow up. متابعة. Follow up of that plan. He induces. What's the meaning? Induces. Induces. I-N-D-U-C-E-S. I-N-D-U-C-E-S. In English, motivate ويحث. Motivate ويحث Catherine Adnelly to go with him to the heights, to the Wuthering Heights, on the pretext that Linton, in this nervous state of mind, needs the company of Catherine, with whom he is in love. As a consequence, Catherine Adnelly find themselves prisoners at Wuthering Heights. Okay? يحسون بنفسهم felt بأنهم like prisoners. What does it mean, prisoners? Like jail? You know, as you know, like jail. Okay? At Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff's object being forcibly. What's the meaning forcibly? شي يحس له Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights, in Heights exact, اللي هو Heathcliff object being forcibly. F-O-R-C-I-B-L-Y. يلا شباب جاوبوني fast. Forcibly. F-O-R-C-I-B-L-Y. Heathcliff's object being forcibly to marry Catherine to his son. What does it mean forcibly? ها شباب?
Yes, doctor.
Just raise your voice. Raise your head. Yeah. Raise your voice, Hussein. Go ahead.
Yes, doctor. Obligation.
Very good. Application. Another application. Yes, another. Yes, Yusuf. Yes.
Yes. Yes. For benefits or interest.
Or interest. Yes, Zahra.
Yes, obligation. Yes, obligation is for
يعني شنو? Yes, Yusuf. Catherine. Yes. Sorry. Heathcliff object being forcibly to marry Catherine to his son. يعني معناها إن هو شبيه شباب هو compulsory انجبر. Okay.
Forcibly. Yes.
Very good. Forcibly. When messengers from the Grange come to make an inquiry. هذا نفس تحليل إذا انتبهتوا إخلاص حكيت هذا الكريتيكال comments اللي هو just very important in your exam. When messengers from the Grange come to make an inquiry, they are sent back with a reply that the two women had never visited the heights on that day. Okay, it's clear. This is a critical comments with analysis for this chapter. Who can tell me or another idea, but please summary idea for explanation or analysis for this chapter? Who can tell me? Yes, I want to just active with us. شباب هاي كلها marks for you. هاي كلها درجات إلكم. Yes, اللي ما قاموا بنات. زهراء نو، حوراء نو، يوسف نو، زهراء الثانية نو. another please. بعد رتاج نو، قامت الصور رتاج. إخلاص نو. بعد شباب بنات عددكم 43 تقريبا. وينكم؟ الأمين، آية، أيوب، باقر، هاي كلها ما حد سمعني صوته. تقى أحمد. Yes, go ahead. Just another explanation, anything for analysis or critical comments for this chapter. Please go ahead. هذول ما يردون ينجحون، حرام. عبالهم الكتروني مكيفين على الالكتروني. انا بشوفوا هسه راح شلون راح اجيب لكم الاسئله حلوه مرتبه ترتيب توب. ما راح تدور ساعه يفوت الوقت وما راح تلقاها. بس الحكي الاحكي. يس بعد شباب نو إخلاص. بعد فاطمة جمعة. يلا جو ahead فاطمة.
Yes, miss. Clip are the
main
scenes and the question nearly about Edgar here. He has that he words that Linton we died before Edgar. Heathcliff asked Catherine and Nelly to walk back to Wuthering Heights.
Very good.
And Kathleen remind him that she is forbidden to do so by her father. She agreed because she is afraid of Heathcliff. Heathcliff sense fell on Rain toward Linton, who is brutally weeping with tears.
Thank you. Another. Thank you. Yes, thank you. بعد another student please. Yes, اللي قاموا ما أريد فشي جديد شباب. يلا منو بالله؟ رتاج. يلا رتاج go ahead.
Yes, Victor.
Another idea, not the same idea, not the same critical. Yes.
Linton is very pathetic and clearly traveled of Heathcliff. However, the way he tells to Cathy after she is been lured to Wuthering Heights often
Wuthering Heights, yes.
Any sympathy readers might feel.
Yes.
And Heathcliff action clear illustrate the physiology that the endings justify the means in doing so. Reader tend to encourage Cathy to somehow be applied to whether Heathcliff growing power.
Yes, thank you. بعد another Rania, go ahead, Rania.
Yes, Miss. Linton is morally weak and physically dying to initiate a responsible marriage relationship. He was fearful of Heathcliff choosing to do his bidding. Catherine decides to fight for what he believes is right. Catherine prevents Hindley from shooting Heathcliff, instead severing injuries. Catherine is a strong woman who believes in doing.
That's enough. Thank you. Another بنات حتى نلحق عندنا chapter 28. Yes, another. Do you have a question or another explanation or another critical comments for this? Who? Yes. Yusuf, you have?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I have a brief answer about plot development in this chapter.
Okay.
Yes. Plot development started when Heathcliff forced his son to had brought Cathy and marry him forcefully and slapped Ellen and pushed him outside of the
home. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You have. Do you have one question for this event for chapter 27? Okay, I have. Yeah, I have one question. From what Heathcliff and Edgar هذا أريده قلت لكم راح just take a whole lecture for all these questions, okay? From what Heathcliff and Edgar do and say after the death of Catherine Linton till her funeral اللي هي الجنازة show that both of them loved her deeply. Show that both of them loved her deeply. Whose love for her do you admire or applaud more? Discuss. هاي من الأسئلة المقالية أداة الإيساي question. هي راح تجيكم بالامتحان. هاي كلها أسئلة essay question. تروني just أعيدها مرة ثانية حتى راح ناخذ عليها المحاضرة كاملة just a whole lecture for the answer for this question. Okay? أعيده لو
يسمح تعيدي؟ لا بس نص يعني ما قدرنا نلحق نكتب.
تمام. Pay attention with me. From what Heathcliff and Edgar do and say after the death of Catherine Linton till her funeral. شباب. funeral. Funeral. Show that both of them loved her deeply. Show that both of them loved her deeply. Whose love for her do? For her do you admire? Whose love for her do you admire or applaud? APPLAUD more. Discuss. ناقشه. هذا فشي essay question يضم chapter 27. Is it clear, شباب بنات?
Yes.
Yeah. You have now. Okay, thanks a lot. You have now 28 chapter. Right?
Yes, right.
Okay. 20 chapter, this summary, I will also explain the summary, but another vocabulary. You can focus with me. You can attention with me. Okay. chapter 28 اللي هو عندكم just many titles also راح أضبط على 2 أو 3 كافي أو 2. yes. الفيرست تايتل صور كتبت لكم على الكلاس. Nelly released from her نو هذا مو لا هذا ما اريد التايتل خاف صعب عليكم. انتبهوا للنيرلي meeting with young Linton. Nelly meeting with young Linton before her departure for the Grange. Okay, Nelly meeting with young Linton before her departure from the Grange. Yes. On the 5th morning, or rather afternoon, Nelly was released. What's the meaning released? What does it mean released? R-E-L-E-A-S-E-D. Released. Nelly was released. انتوا دائما افتهموا للسنتنس. Nelly was released from her imprisonment. What's the meaning imprisonment? What does it mean? Imprisonment at Wuthering Heights. لكن شي نحس بنفسه بالوذرينج هايتس. أدحكيكم بالعربي. شنو يحس بنفسه من كان بالوذرينج كان بالهايتس؟ فهنا يقول Nelly was released from her imprisonment at Wuthering Heights. Yes, زهراء.
Yes, release بمعنى educate, understand or recognize.
Recognize. Another meaning? Another, please. Released. هنا انتبهوا on the fifth morning or rather afternoon, Nelly was released from her imprisonment at Wuthering Heights. هو Nelly يحس بأن هو تحرر released from her imprisonment من إطلاق سراحه بالهايتس بالوذرينج هايتس. إذن released هي نقول freed أو liberal. Okay, freed or liberal. Yes, Zahra, go ahead. At Wuthering Heights. Yes, on her release, she learned that a story had been circulated. What does it mean, circulated? اللي هي تكون circulated C-I-R-C-U-L-A-T-E-D circulated by Heathcliff. Circulated, yes, Yusuf, go ahead.
Yeah, means move around.
Very good, means spread or move around. Yeah, very good, spread. Heathcliff that she and Catherine had been lost in the Backhouse Marsh. Was the meaning marsh in Arabic? Was the meaning marsh in Arabic? Yes, Zahra Ali.
Yes, Miss Ahwar.
Very good. Ahwar. And must be given up as dead. Nelly's instant reaction to his information was that Heathcliff was a true scoundrel. What's the meaning scoundrel? اللي هي S-C-O-U-N-D-R-E-L. Scoundrel. S-C-O-U-N-D-R-A-L. Scoundrel. هنا كاتب لكم this information was that Heathcliff was a true scoundrel. من هو شبي Heathcliff. Yes, Yusuf, go ahead.
Yes, means silly or rude.
Very good. It means villain. Very good. Thanks a lot. When she was about to leave the Heathcliffs for the Grange, she was directed to carry a message that Catherine would follow soon afterwards in time to attend the funeral of Edgar Linton. حتى تحضر شنو؟ اللي هي الجنازة اللي هي funeral of Edgar Linton. Nearly asked in a shocked. What's that mean? Shocked tune if Edgar Linton was dead, but was told that he was very near death. It's okay. It's clear. This summary for chapter 20.
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Now, who can just also summary or another analysis. بعدنا ما بعدين analysis هم أشرح لكم هسه. Critical analysis. First of all, who can tell me about summary or explanation for this chapter for understanding another students or other your friends for this chapter exact? Who can tell me? حورة عدنان, go ahead.
Yes, Doctor.
Yes.
One, the fifth die is Zella, the housekeeper, frees Nelly from the bedroom and tells her that he village in Awash in gossip that Nelly and Kathy have been lost in the marshes. Nelly searched the house for Kathy, but instead found Linton. He tells her that Kathy has been locked up in another room and that he and Kathy are married. Then he exalts that he wants all of Kathy inheritance since Edgar is close to death.
Thanks a lot, حوراء. Another, thanks a lot. Very good. يلا بنات, another student. يلا شوية شجعوا. إخلاص, يلا إخلاص, go ahead.
Yes, event in this chapter. Catherine to young Linton during her and Nelly's imprisonment at the Heights. She Mrs. Linton Heathcliff because the young Linton is the son of Heathcliff and his full name is Linton Heathcliff. Edgar Linton, Catherine's father and the owner of Crushcross Grange, now dies. However,
very good.
Just before he dies, Catherine makes her appearance, and father and daughter are able to look at each other before the former departs from this world.
Yeah, very good, Ikhlas. There are two main events in this chapter. Yeah, very good. Yes?
Completely?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Catherine has been able to come and see her dying father through the softening of young Linton, who not able to endure her anguish, had liberated her from her imprisonment.
Very good, Ikhlas. Anguish. What's the meaning anguish? Very good. Yes. نقول مثلا for example انتبهوا يوسف وغيره شباب. Who not able to endure her anguish.
ولم يستطع تحمل معاناتها.
Very good. يعني لم يستطع endure تحمل the sufferings. المعاناة. Yes, very good. Yes, go ahead.
The knowledge of his father. This shows that there is still a human touch in this Cordelie fellow who has
What's the meaning Cordelie? Very good, Ikhlas. Very good. Thanks a lot. This is critical comments. Very good. What's the meaning Cordelie? Cordelie. What's the meaning Cordelie? Fellow. In English, funky. Very good. In English, funky. Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, fellow, sorry. This is one of the most pathetic chapter in this book.
Brutalized by this father, by bullying and coercive techniques.
Yes.
Edgar was only, yes, very good, 39 at the time of his death. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. You are excellent. خلاص. Thank you. Another student. Hajar. Go ahead, Hajar. Go ahead, Hajar.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
And returned and Edgar's contact is just late evening near arrives and immediately takes charge of the ground, designing all the servants except Nearly. He attempted to have Edgar buried in the chapel.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yes, that's enough. Another student حتى ناخذ الوقت شباب. كرار محمد. Yes, go ahead, كرار.
Yes, doctor. I need about Nelly to return to Grange.
Yes.
Yes, she assured Edgar that Kathy is safe and will be home soon.
Yeah.
Nelly once again favors lie instead of the truth.
Yes.
But is probably advantageous for the invalid, for nothing can be gained at this time by telling the truth. By telling the truth to Edgar, also lent words Nelly, his father, in regard.
Yes, in regard. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot, كرار. That's enough. Another student, please. حتى الكل تشارك نستغل الوقت. Yes, another student, please. نور محمد. Yes, go ahead. Just Noor. Yeah.
How Edgar tries to thought Heathcliff is efforts in this chapter.
This question?
Yes.
Yes. No. أول مرة اسألي حتى يوضح لهم. Again, repeat it.
How Edgar tries to thoughts
yes.
Heathcliff efforts in this chapter.
Very good. Who can answer, Noor? Yes. It's just so simple. Yes.
Can I answer?
No, just a minute. خلينا نشوف كرار. Answer for كرار. Yes, كرار. Go ahead.
Yes. Edgar tried the law to try to thwart Heathcliff plans in order to keep Kathy inheritance from Heathcliff. Edgar decide to the place.
Very good. Yes.
Place Heathcliff in hand. It receives. He sent for his lawyer, Mr. Gray.
Yes, thank you. يلا نور جاوبي. Yes, Noor.
Yes, miss. Edgar tries to use the law to try to thwart Heathcliff plan in order to keep Kathy in inheritance from Heathcliff. Edgar decides to
the same answer for كرار. Yes, the same answer for كرار.
Yes,
thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Noor and كرار. Thank you. Another student. شباب هاي ال 45 اللي هسه اجوا ال 44 كانوا نايمين. وينكم؟ علي سجار رياض بعد. عادل. وينكم شباب؟ اللي يسمعونا اصوات مباشر هاي اصواتهم كلها تطلع من تجي العشرات ترن. الاصوات هاي كلها تطلع. وبعدين راح تتذكرون. هسه غير يجاوبون. Okay, now we have many titles قلت لكم for 28 بس حددوا لي التايتلز حتى خاف بالامتحان اجيب لكم التايتل حتى تعرفوا بان هو chapter 28. For example, in the first title, Nelly released from her imprisonment on the 5th day. Nelly released from her imprisonment on the 5th day. Number 2, Nellie's meeting with young Linton before her departure for the Grange. And number 3, Catherine's meeting with her father before the latter's death. Catherine's meeting with her father before the latter's death. انتبهوا للcritical comments. We have 2 main events in this chapter. انتبهوا كلش مهم. Attention with me. The 2 main events in this chapter. There are 2 main events in this chapter. Number 1, first event, Catherine is married to young Linton during her and Nellie's imprisonment at the Heights. She has now become Mrs. Linton Heathcliff because young Linton is the son of Heathcliff and his full name is Linton Heathcliff. Edgar Linton, Catherine's father and the owner of Thrushcross Grange, now dies. However, just before he dies. هذا الفيرست ايفنت. إذا عيدي عادي افتح سبيكر أو مايك ويقول لي عيدي. هذا الفيرست ايفنت. Second event, Catherine makes her appearance and father and daughter are able to look at each other before the former departs from this world. Catherine has been able to come and see her dying father through the softening of young Linton, who not able to endure her anguish. اللي قبل شوية احنا طرقنا لها اللي قلنا endure اللي هي البير تحمل. Her anguish اللي هي suffering. إذا not able to endure her anguish had liberated her from her imprisonment without the knowledge of his father. This shows that there is still a human touch in this cowardly اللي هو الفرنكي fellow who has completely been brutalized بوحشية. هو كملها بس لكن شنو brutalized بوحشية by his father's bullying and techniques. Edgar was only 39 at the time of his death. Okay, this is a critical comment, but very important. Just 2 events with Catherine. Now we have just 1 question. You can write it. Give a vivid. What's the meaning vivid? What does it mean vivid? It is meaning brilliant. Yes, Yusuf, go ahead.
Yes, a vivid, I think more information.
Very good. More information or vivid description. A brilliant description. يعني أو more information, that's okay. Give a vivid description of Heathcliff's death. Also, question. Give a vivid description of Heathcliff's death as told by Mrs. Dean to Lockwood. Okay, in what ways had he changed before his death? Discuss. Okay, you want to repeat it, this one, or no? Just you can just switch on your mic and tell me.
Steady.
Okay. Give a vivid description of Heathcliff's death as told by Mrs. Dean to Lockwood. Lockwood, this is character, as you know. Lockwood. In what ways? ما هي الطرق? Had he changed? اللي تغيرت before his death. Before his death. Discuss. It's clear. Students. Okay. Any problem على lecture? Any question? Interesting problem? ها شباب? Any question? This is 28 chapter.
No, it's clear. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you. Student, البقية ما أريدكم أي شيء، ما أريد منكم بس تجاوبون. Interested lecture or no?
Yes, doctor. It's clear.
It's clear. استفاديتوا شيء من المحاضرة لو لا؟
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Thank you. ناخذ بس الحضور. أبو الحسن. Yes, fast. حسن.
نعم دكتور.
أحمد ستار. ناصر
دكتور.
نعيم. الأمين.
Yes, دكتور.
Yes, دكتور. الأمين. آية عادل. طبعا أعيد واستريح على آية عادل. ماكو صوت، ماكو. ميتة. آية عادل.
Yes, miss.
ما تحكين لا بمحاضرة لا بصخام لا raise your hand، كل شيء ماكو. أيوب زهير.
يس دكتور.
أدري. أيوب سمعنا صوتك، بس اليس أنا سمعتها من بداية ما أخذتكم لليوم، وهم غايب ذيك المحاضرة. باقر غايب ذيك المحاضرة. باقر عادي. تقى أحمد فحطيني نكد ما أحكي. تقى أحمد بس باليس بس بالحضور. ايش درجة؟ بس درجة أعطيك شطش قابل. جليل.
يس دكتورة.
حسين سلمان.
نعم دكتورة موجود.
حوراء عدنان.
نعم دكتورة.
آنية.
يس دكتورة.
ذولا زينين مبينين. رتاج.
دكتورة موجودة.
رملة يا الغايبة رملة.
نعم.
وين كنتي؟ وحاضرة متأخرة. غايبة ذيك المحاضرة وحاضرة متأخرة. يعني أنا أعطيتكم نص ساعة. نص ساعة أدروا لا تغديتوا لا نمتوا، جيتوني بالخمسة، وطلاب أنا عرفتهم وشفتهم دخلوا لي الساعة 6 إلا ثلث. ليش هيجي؟ زهراء جبار.
نعم دكتور.
زهراء سليم. زهراء علي.
Yes, miss.
زينب محمد. سجاد حسين.
يس دكتورة.
سجاد صادق.
نعم دكتورة.
سجا رياض.
نعم دكتورة.
نعم ليش نعم؟ ليش نعم؟ ماكو يس؟ علي عبد الرضا.
يس دكتورة.
يس دكتور.
يا علي عزيز. علي عزيز just absent. علي كاظم.
نعم دكتورة.
ماكو نعم.
يس
مو ديبارتمنت اوف انجليش انه بمرحلة ثالثة.
يس دكتورة.
نعم الله.
نعم الله على الله.
فاطمة الزهراء.
يس دكتور.
فاطمة جمعة.
يس دكتورة.
اي اوكي هاي فاطمة جمعة زين.
هاي فاطمة زين.
حتى اسم حتى ما اعرف لا تجاوب لأبد، بس هي حاضرة المحاضرتين. فاطمة علي مجيد غايبة ذيك المحاضرة، وينها فاطمة علي؟ همين absence. عافية. كرار محمد موجود. ماجد غانم. ماجد غانم absence. محمد جواد.
يس دكتور.
محمد. يس.
نعم موجود.
اوكي ماكو نعم. وحطوني. محمد
Yes,
عصام.
يا دكتور I'm here.
اوكي. مرتضى غازي. مرتضى. اوكي. مرتضى محمد عبد الله.
دكتور.
غايب ذيك المحاضرة يا مرتضى. مروان محسن.
يس دكتور.
اوكي. مروة علي.
يس دكتور.
يس موجودة وزينة، بس هي غايبة ذيك المحاضرة. مروة علي.
دكتورة كان خليت عندي.
ها اوكي. ليش تكتبون على المسج؟ كتبوا على المسج حتى اعرف.
دكتورة اكتبي شو اخرت او انضم مرة ثانية.
اوكي. مريم رحيم. absence. هاي محاضرتين مريم رحيم.
العفو دكتورة.
مريم عبد المطلب.
العفو دكتورة.
يس. محمد خزعل. كرار محمد.
ايه نعم دكتورة، بس على مريم الطالبة مريم.
اي
دكتورة صار عندها ظرف وراحت للمستشفى.
وذيك المحاضرة كرار همين صار عندها ظرف وراحت للمستشفى.
لا ذيك المحاضرة ما بلغتني، بس هاي المحاضرة بلغتني والله.
مريم عبد المطلب. اوكي. مريم عبد المطلب. منتظر عماد.
يس دكتورة.
اوكي. مؤمل.
يس دكتورة.
اوكي. نور الهدى كريم.
يس دكتورة.
اوكي. كم بعد نور محمد صيهود موجودة وشاطرة. هاجر سرحان.
مس.
همين زينة طلع شاركت. يوسف أحمد هذا بعد موجود. شباب اللي هي النكست يكون عندكم.
هلو دكتور.
9 و 30. That's okay.
هلو دكتور. هلو.
هاي منو؟ هلو.
هلو دكتور.
هلو.
How are you? Hello دكتور.
Yes.
Hope you're fine. With you Dr. Ali. With you Dr. Ali.
أهلا دكتور. How are you?
I'm fine. Just I'd like to thank you so much for your lecture, for explanation, for clarification, for your
Thanks
lecture.
a lot. Thank
Yes,
you.
Really, and I would like to take a little time from your lecture. And the same, I want to tell you I'm very sorry if I didn't participate in your lecture with another student, because at this time I have guests from the ministry. They came here in our city. Yes,
okay.
And again, I would like to tell you sorry and very sorry about this. Like yes, and I have member with the scientific commission here at university. Yes,
thanks a lot. What's your name? مكتوب إلين داود. What's your name?
Yes. Ali Aziz Dawood.
Ali Aziz Dawood.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
thank
a
you
lot.
so much again.
Thank you. That's okay, no problem.
Hello.
يوسف. اوكي شباب بنات 29 و 30.
عفوا دكتور.
Okay. Chapters also. Yes. كرار or
نعم دكتور. الاسبوع الجاي مو قلت نحدد امتحان احنا.
انتم ممتحنين شهر اول؟
نعم دكتور امتحنين.
اي خلينا نمشي بالماده حاليا لحد ما انا اعرف شلون احدد لكم، حتى لو ما ندخل الماده كلها. اوكي. اوكي.
يس دكتورة ما سجلت قبل دكتورة فصل النت ما سجلتينا قبل فصل النت طفت الكهرباء.
What's your name زينب؟
زينب محمد يس دكتورة.
Just a minute. زينب محمد. زينب محمد شرهان. موجودة أنت صحيح.
فصل النت وين
يا زينب.
يس.
Okay, just switch off your mic. Yeah. Okay. 29 with 30 شباب with themes. You have themes احنا ما أخذناها. في next lecture we will explain just 2 themes or 3 themes حسب التايم. Okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Yes, Yusuf, that's okay?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, then 29 with 30 with another themes, okay? Just 2, 3, okay. حسب التايم. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day. You can leave. Thank you.